You know, it's got to be a cold day somewhere where even CNN admits this. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about CNN admitting that not only is Donald Trump up above and far beyond any other GOP candidate, but that he also has a great chance of being able to defeat Joe Biden in the 2024 presidential election, despite all the indictments, despite all the challenges, despite everything, all the controversy, and all the best efforts of the left to keep Trump out of the way. They got to admit he still has an amazing chance. Now, we all know this. We all know what's going on. We know that with every indictment, with every bad news story, Trump's going to get stronger because the American people realize it's all BS. We know it's all BS. All things with the phone call to the election people out there in Georgia, the issue with the classified documents. These are things that many on the left have done and have gotten away with completely, with a slap on the wrist at best, a slap on the wrist at best, not even really a strong condemnation. Many times they're given passings, excuses. You could pretty much do whatever you want as long as there's a D next to your name. But if you are Donald Trump and you're a conservative person, oh, now all of a sudden we got an issue, we got a constitutional crisis, all kind of stuff. That's how it goes. The American people see it, and quite frankly, we're sick of it. That's why he's doing so well in the polls. Now, when it comes to the general election, it's going to be an uphill battle, but it's going to be an amazing battle. And before I go any further into it, let's go ahead and roll a clip. If you want to see the clip in full, link as always will be in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Trump's lead is even larger. So these are three polls that were out over the last week. Look at these leads for Donald Trump. He's at 62% in the CBS News YouGov poll, 57% in Quinnipiac University, 53% in the Fox News poll. Look at where DeSantis is in all these polls. Look how far back he is. He doesn't crack 20% in any of them. So in Iowa, you have that 20-plus point lead for Donald Trump. That's actually smaller than the lead we see nationally.
Now, let's pause for a minute. Some would see these numbers and say, hey, you know what, ABL, this is why Trump does not want to go to the debate, which is going to be on Wednesday, August 23rd of this week, just a couple days from now. This is why he does not want to debate, because why? He has the nomination sewn up. But see, this is the same thing that Joe Biden's going to say. Joe Biden's like, look, I am the incumbent. I am the front runner. So why should I debate? I'm going to criticize Joe Biden the same way I'm going to criticize Trump. And usually when there's no debate, the person is the incumbent, but Trump's not the incumbent. So you should go out there and debate. I said the same thing for Joe Biden. You go out there and debate RFK Jr., Marianne Williamson, and any other DNC challenger. Same thing for Trump. You go out there and debate Vivek and Ron DeSantis and Tim Scott, Larry Elder, whoever is on a debate stage, whoever qualifies for the debate, you go out there and you debate. Although you're up way far ahead and beyond, you still should go out there and debate, because 2016, those debates were epic. They were amazing. If you could do such a great job back then, why not do it right now? Okay, it's going to be an interview with Tucker Carlson that same day. The interview, you could do the interview right now today and air it whenever. But the debate, I want to see the interaction between you and everybody else to see if you still on the same page you were back in 2016. But I digress. Let's keep on going.
Where we see these leads of 35, 40, near 50 points in this particular case. Of course, the primary is one thing. If Trump wins the primary, can he go on and win the general election? And we've had three polls that have come out over the last week here. And I want you to take a look at how close this race is.
This is a very close race. And you know what? To go right back to the debate, this is another reason why you should debate, because when you look at the numbers as this close, the difference, in my humble opinion, and if I'm incorrect on my assertion or you think differently, let me know in the comments. The difference maker will be the independents, those in the middle, those who are not quite convinced one way or the other. So what's a good way to convince those who are kind of in the middle, don't know where they want to go? Go to a debate, express yourself, present yourself. Like, you got people that are 18 years old voting for the first time, or maybe they're of older age, like Vivek, who voted for the first time in 2020. Whatever it is, go out there to a newer audience and present yourself, or even to an existing audience and present yourself. And when the people in the middle who could go either way, either year, they might vote Trump 2016 and then somebody else in 2020. Go out there, present your case, and get those who are in the middle. That will give you a better chance to be able to win, in my humble opinion. Let's keep on going.
At this particular point, granted the general election is over a year away, the largest lead for Joe Biden is just 3 points within the margin of error. No clear leader. Look at these. 1 point, 1 point. If you go back at where we were at this point 4 years ago, Joe Biden's lead was high single digits to low double digits. This is significantly closer than where we were 4 years ago. So this idea that Donald Trump can't win the general election, I want you to lose that idea. This race is very, very close, and Donald Trump is polling better right now than basically at any point during the entire 2020 cycle.
After 4 indictments.
After 4 indictments. It just doesn't really seem to matter.
That's fascinating.
Harry Enton, thank you.
Thank you.
So there you have it. 4 indictments, doesn't matter. Right on. But still, it's very close. So the things that are going on right now do matter. It doesn't matter as far as Trump being a viable candidate who can win, but it does matter as far as how close the race is going to be. Are you going to win slightly? Are you going to lose slightly? The difference will be all the very small things. All right. Now, here's something right here on CNN yet again. You see what it says? Legal scholars increasingly raise constitutional argument that Trump should be barred from presidency. See, you got to do with things like this. All right. This is a recent article from yesterday, Sunday, August 20th, 2023. You got to do with things like this from the mainstream media. You got to do it with politicians. You got to do it with the legal people, the 4 indictments. You got to do with all that stuff. So every advantage you can get, every opportunity to present yourself, every chance that is available to you to increase your poll numbers, to get more votes. It might only be a handful, but you got to take every chance to be able to go out there and get the best opportunity to win, in my humble opinion, because stuff like this is ridiculous. You got to go out there and say why that's garbage. Do you expect DeSantis to say it for you, or Ramaswamy to say why this is BS? I mean, I can say it right here. Obviously, the reason why that's BS is because it only takes 3 requirements to be eligible to become the president. Number 1, natural born U.S. citizen. Number 2, you got to be at least 35 years old and up. Number 3, you have to have lived in the U.S. for at least 14 years. That's it. And I believe Trump meets all those requirements. Natural born U.S. citizen. He's far beyond 35 years old, and he's lived here for a very long time, much longer than 14 years. That's all you need. There's nothing in there about, oh, you can't be under indictment. You can't be a felon. You can't be in prison. There's nothing in the Constitution or any kind of legal document about any of that. 3 requirements: 35, natural born U.S. citizen, 14 years in the USA. That's it. But again, you got to be able to go. You got to be able to go out there on these big stages, Donald Trump, and say a thing. Have the interview with Tucker Carlson. I'm with you 100%. Have that interview. Go on Joe Rogan. Go on CNN. Go everywhere and talk. Campaign. Go to Iowa, Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin, wherever you got to go. Go everywhere. But also do the debate. And tell people why you are the better choice above Ron DeSantis, above Vivek, because these guys are still there. These guys are very viable candidates. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to everybody who is going to vote. all the voters out there. If you're not going to vote, that's fine. But, I mean, this ain't really for you. Shout out to everybody that's going to vote. I think that Trump is obviously the front runner among the GOP. However, it's not just going to be the GOP that watches the debates. It's not just going to be the GOP who are going to watch what happens on the campaign trail and who are going to watch the Tucker interview and the CNN interviews and everything else. You're going to have everybody, those that are kind of undecided, whether they are left or right or center. They're not really political at all. Normies that know nothing about politics. Everybody's going to be keyed in. Those who are going to vote Trump regardless, it's red or dead, it's Trump or die. They're going to vote regardless of what. But again, you got to get those in the middle because they will determine the election. The base on each side is going to be in their base. Get those who are flippable, I guess you would say, to be on your side. Then you have a chance of winning. If you cannot get those in the center, you're going to lose. It's quite simple. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about that poll from CNN and them admitting that, hey, Trump is a viable candidate? He can succeed in 2024. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. How do you feel about Trump refusing to go to any of the debates? No GOP debates. Not the one coming up right now or on Wednesday or any of the other ones. He just wants to assume that he's the guy and vote for me. Are you just kind of like resting on your laurels? You're dependent upon your base, but again, you're not going out there and getting new people. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. Have the debate. Same thing for Joe Biden. I want both of the front runners to debate because maybe during the debate, people will be able to see that you should be the front runner. You deserve that position. Or people might see that you are not the front runner and you don't deserve it. But if you have the confidence in yourself, if you're the guy that we know you are or know you can be, you should have no problem. That's my humble opinion. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.